Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Hard8, the truth for YouTube. Your favorite commentator's favorite commentator. Yeah. What's going on, people? What's happening? Welcome, goddammit. Welcome. AGS Lite, AGS Live Lite episode 3. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, got some things to talk about. Gonna talk about the best TVs that you can get right now for the Xbox Series X and the PS5. You know what I mean? A lot of misinformation out there, man. Listen, man, we're gonna talk about some things. What up? Shout out to the chat. What up? What's good? Welcome. Make sure y'all go check out AGS Live episode 9. It went down yesterday, man. Very good, entertaining episode. Go check it out. I promise you won't be disappointed, man. Go check out AGS Live, episode 9. Everything is down below. Everything is in the description. You can also stream it on some of your favorite streaming services, whether that be, Spotify, Google Podcasts, all that fly shit. All that shit is down in the description, man. So if anybody want to stream or whatever, go check that out. You know what I mean? Episode 9, AGS Live. Hold on one second. Fuck. Hold up, man. Hold up. All right, we back. Yo, I got Watch Dogs already, man. I got Watch Dogs. I already preloaded it. I got Watch Dogs. It's already preloaded, already ready to go. I actually had 3 copies of Watch Dogs Legion, man. I gave them away on AGS on my Patreon. I gave away 2 Watch Dog codes, and I gave away Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Yeah, and I've been giving away a bunch of movies. I just gave away all 9 Star Wars movies. All 9 Star Wars movies. Gave them away on the Patreon, man. 4K. We do nothing but 4K. All 9 movies on the Patreon, man. I gave them away. So if you ain't sub to the Patreon, man, join the Patreon. It's only $1 to be part of the giveaways and all that. I'm always over there dropping movies off for the people. You know what I mean? From time to time, I drop them on Twitter. I used to always drop them on Twitter, but motherfuckers wasn't appreciative of that, so I just drop them on Patreon now. I do drop them on Twitter from time to time, or I drop them on the community section of my YouTube from time to time, but for the most part, I'll be dropping them on Patreon. Just gave away all Star Wars movies in 4K if y'all like that. What up, Rodrigo? 4391. Don't duck on Next Gen Player. I'm calling y'all out on Twitter. November 12th for the Next Gen Smoke on release night. What kind of smoke? What multiplayer is coming out on release day that niggas would want some smoke in? I don't know. Nah, ain't nobody get kicked off, man. Nobody got kicked off. What's up, man? We chilling. You know what I mean? We chilling. What's good, man? What's good? Possibly famous. What up? Shout out to the chat, man. We gotta talk about. Yeah, I was watching Weapon Wheel yesterday, man. Well, I just watched a couple of segments, man. One of the segments I watched was they were talking about PC and TVs, and oh man, it was cringeworthy, man. I wanted to fucking bash my head against a goddamn wall, man. I don't know why motherfuckers be having so much misinformation. All of the information is at your fingertips. You know what I'm saying? Google is your friend. Stop giving out wrong information to these people, man. This shit is it's not cool, man. Yo, when people, like listen, a lot of times, people say dumbass shit, they just say dumbass shit. But when you start saying dumbass shit when it comes to like TVs and shit, you start giving out wrong information, that shit just rubs me the wrong goddamn way, especially when you talking like you think you know what the fuck you talking about, man. Listen, when it comes to these TVs, always check with me before you make any purchases. These niggas don't know what the fuck they talking about around here. None of these niggas. You know what I'm saying? I'm the 4K ambassador for a fucking reason. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to these TVs, don't listen to nobody. Check with me before you make a purchase. I got all the information, the correct information. and the hands-on experience. So before you make any decisions with these TVs, check with me. Because you're going to fuck around and get some wrong information. You're going to make a bullshit-ass purchase, and you're going to be mad. You're going to be mad. I ain't hard to get in contact with. It's real easy. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up in the DMs. Hit me up publicly. Tweet me or whatever, dog. Do not make no purchase until you check with the fucking truth. All right? Check with the truth. I'm gonna answer all y'all TV questions in a minute. We're gonna talk about this generation, this mediocre ass generation. It's finally over. Hopefully, next generation could be a lot better than this generation. Talk about some of my favorite games. Talk about the games that disappointed me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just relax and enjoy the show. Enjoy the show. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the supporters and all that shit, man. So you know what? We're going to get the TV shit out the way first because that's the best. That's the quickest. We ain't got to take long on that. Answer some of y'all questions. You got TV questions, I'll answer them. Don't send your questions right now. Once I ask for your TV questions, send your TV questions through, and I can answer them. Don't make no TV purchases until you check with the 4K ambassador, man. That's all I'm saying. Check with the truth first. You know what I mean? Nobody in this motherfucker got more hands-on experience than I do. I done had all the best motherfucking TVs. And not only that, but I do make it my business to educate myself when it comes to these TVs and shit, dog. If I don't know something, I will go and seek out the information. You know what I'm saying? That's just what I do, man. So, shit, sometimes I even seek out the information for other people and shit. Like, I be looking out for the people, man. I be holding it down for the people. AGS Live Hard 8 is about the fucking people, dog. We got to give the people a voice, help the people out, make sure they making the right fucking decision. You know what I mean? Y'all support me, I support y'all. JetLife504, shout out to you. He said, yo, 8, y'all gonna do a top 10 games this gen? What's that, Battlefield? PS5? I'm guessing. I don't really know about like a dedicated video. I'm just gonna talk about like pretty much some of my favorite games right now. You know, on this shit right here. You dig? So yeah, that's what it is. Urban Combat 1000. What up, player? He said, "What's good, fam?" All right, so here's the thing, people. Right now, if you're going to be purchasing a TV, you definitely want it to be HDMI 2.1. There's no other exception that you should be accepting right now. The TV has to be HDMI 2.1 in every sense of the fucking word. You do not want to buy no shit that isn't going to give you everything that you need to move forward, whether it comes to these consoles or PC. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have a lot of choices on that. And it could get expensive. It could get expensive. There is really no cheap alternative for HDMI 2.1 except the Sony 900H. The Sony 900H, you can get it for a decent price. It is HDMI 2.1. It can support 4K 120 hertz. It cannot support 4K 120 hertz with Dolby Vision. It can't do that. But it can support 4K 120 hertz. That's really not a big deal. First of all, you're not going to be watching no movies at 120 hertz where you would need Dolby Vision. And secondly, they don't usually use Dolby Vision when they make games. So that's not really a big deal. It does support 120 with HDR, but just not Dolby Vision. And it has gotten a new update for the 900H, but it still doesn't have VRR, which is also very important, and it's supposed to be coming in a later update. Who knows how long it's going to take them. It took Sony fucking forever to update to 4K 120 to like enable the HDMI 2.1. So who knows how long it's going to take them to get this update for VRR. But if you're looking for a pretty decent TV for not a lot of money, the Sony 900H is definitely a good choice. It's not the best. It is LCD. It doesn't have a lot of dimming zones, but it's pretty decent for the price. So if you're on a budget and you don't want to spend too much money, you do have the Sony 900H, which also has Dolby Vision and HDR and stuff like that. It doesn't have the best implementation of Dolby Vision, but it has it nonetheless. You know what I'm saying? So definitely take a look at the 900H if you are in the market, but you don't want to spend too much money. And also, it has good input lag. So I recommend the Sony 900H if you don't want to spend a lot of money. But don't be expecting it to be no OLED or anything like that, because it's not. But it is decent for the price, and it will get you most of the features that you want for gaming. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're not console gamers. You're not going to be getting that much 120 frames anyway. Let's be real. Not for anything that's graphically delicious. You dig? But you still, that's what you want. You know what I mean? Because you don't know when they come out with that mid-gen refresh and all that, how much power it's going to have. So just get it and be future-proofed. All right? So for a budget, the Sony 900H is a good buy. All right? Good buy. Now, if you want to budget even more, you do have the TCL R635, I believe. 635 or 636, something like that. Yes, you do have the TCL. It's the R635. You do have the TCL 6 series. And it is 120 hertz. It does support 1440p at 120 hertz and 1080p at 120 hertz. Now, it does not support 4K at 120 hertz. All right, you got that? So, if you are on a budget and it doesn't have HDMI 2.1, does not have HDMI 2.1, but it does have Dolby Vision. It does have HDR10. You dig? But it doesn't have 2.1. So if you are looking for a TV that's 4K 120, this is not the TV for you. It will do 1440p. It will do 1080p. And a lot of these games that are going to be supporting 120 hertz won't be running at 4K anyway. A lot of them. So, you know, you'll definitely be able to run it at other resolutions at 120. So this is if you're on an extreme budget where you just don't have it, but you would at least like to experience 120 hertz in some type of shape, form, or fashion. Yes, the TCL does support it. Now, and I was checking out Weapon Wheel and Jimmy, as usual. This ain't nothing new, Jimmy. You always got a fact check behind Jimmy. He was telling people that the TCL didn't support 120 hertz. That is completely wrong. Wrong. And TCL does support eARC. If that is important to you, the TCL does support eARC. But the TCL is for people that are on an extreme budget. And the input lag is low. I also recommend this TV if you are on an extreme budget. You know what I mean? Because the 55-inch at Best Buy is only $650. $650 for the 55-inch. And this TV is decent for its price. It will have what you are looking for. You know what I mean? Just not 4K 120. But it's not going to be a lot of 4K 120 going on with these consoles. Keep that in mind. So if you are on an extreme budget, $650 for a 55-inch is not bad. You know what I mean? Shout out to DB. He said, here's the Keeping It Gaming and Tech Man. So relieved. Weapon Wheel podcast yesterday was 2.5 hours of politics. I had to leave. Shout out to the truth. Yeah. I didn't watch it all. And the only, I don't watch Weapon Wheel in its entirety like that. The only time I check out Weapon Wheel is when somebody says something on Twitter And yesterday, Bland Drew, he gave a shout out to my podcast and Weapon Wheel, saying that Weapon Wheel had one of the best discussions, even though it wasn't gaming. And my podcast was one of the best episodes he saw all year. So I was like, oh, what's going on? Niggas, a gaming podcast talking about something outside of gaming? That sounds like some AGS shit to me. But hey, it ain't like I ain't been a trendsetter around this motherfucker. But anyway, I went to go check, and I seen the timestamps, and I seen TV talk, and I'm like, what they saying about TVs? Let me hear this shit. So yeah, I had to hear, and of course I heard wrong information like a motherfucker. But that's why I'm here. You know what I mean? That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. The truth gonna help you out. So if you're on an extreme budget, the TCL 6 series, which is the R635, you can get it at Best Buy for $650, and they be having sales too. It's a good choice if you are on an extreme budget. It has low input lag. It does support 120 hertz at 1440p and 1080. No, it doesn't at 4K. There's no HDMI 2.1, but it does support what I was about to say, eARC. It does support eARC, and I'm not sure. Does it support VRR? No, it doesn't support VRR or nothing like that. It doesn't support anything like that. So that could be a deal breaker for you. Excuse me. But if you don't have a lot of money, it is still better than nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's still better than nothing. And it does support auto low latency mode. It does support ALLM. So it's not bad. It's a good choice if you are on an extreme budget. The TCL R635 is a good choice if you are on an extreme budget. All right? It's definitely better than nothing. It's probably better than what you have right now, unless you have a high-end TV or something like that. But maybe you've got a high-end TV that can't do 120 hertz. You know what I'm saying? So if you're looking for 120 hertz at a cheap budget, the TCL R635 is definitely the way for you to go. Check it out if you're on an extreme budget. Now, you do have the Hisense, the H9G. I think H9G, yes, H9G. I actually seen a video where somebody was trying to say like this TV was better than high-end TVs. They out their fucking mind. But it's pretty decent. It gets very bright. The HDR is pretty good on it. But the gaming is cool. The gaming is cool. It'll get you through. It'll get you through a little bit. It's not the best. I mean, if you're looking for 120 hertz, then the AG9 is not for you. You know what I mean? It's not for you. It will accept 120 hertz, but it skips frames, and it's just not all the way there. It's not all the way there. It doesn't have auto low latency mode and none of that. Matter of fact, just skip that TV. Just get the TCL if that's the budget range that you are in. Just get the TCL. TCL is good to go. It's not the best, but it's good for the budget of like $650 or I think $850 for the 65-inch or something like that. So TCL is a good choice. TCL is a good choice. Now, if we want to move on up, to, kind of like the high end or, somewhere in there, like the $1,500 to the $2,000 price mark. The TVs you want to get, the best TV for gaming right now is LG OLED. They have the full fat, the C9. They are HDMI 2.1 in all HDMI ports. They have all of the next gen, features like VRR, auto low latency mode. Of course, they have G-Sync. They got FreeSync, 120 at 4K, 1440p, and 1080. Now, they did have some issues with this shit, but they have fixed it. Be clear, man. Be clear. All right, so LG is a cheap budget ass brand. I just got to keep it real with you. LG is a cheap, low budget ass brand. All right, they got lucky with the OLED technology, but let's be clear, they are on some bullshit. A lot of times, they be behind when it comes to having features ready to go. You gotta wait for updates and shit like that. Good TV overall, but let's just be clear that they are a budget brand. LG is a budget brand. They just got lucky with the fucking OLED. Like, if Sony OLEDs were on LG level when it came to gaming, I wouldn't even look the LG's way. I wouldn't even fucking look in that goddamn direction. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't even look in that direction. The only reason why I fuck with LG OLEDs is because they are the best when it comes to gaming. You know what I mean? Gaming only. They're good with movies and all that. Like, overall, it's a solid TV. But if Sony OLEDs was on the same level as LG when it came to gaming, I wouldn't even fucking look LG's way, because Sony OLED is so much better, especially when it comes to like watching movies. But they slack when it comes to gaming. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind. If you don't give a fuck about games and you just want a TV for movies, then you definitely get a Sony OLED over LG any day of the motherfucking week. You know what I'm saying? Any day of the fucking week. Now, with that being said, LG OLEDs are the best when it comes to gaming. And a lot of y'all are here for gaming, so that's what you want. It supports everything. Everything you can possibly want or need for next-gen consoles or PC, the LG OLED got you covered. Auto low latency mode, VRR, low input lag, Dolby Vision, HDR. It has you covered every way. You know what I mean? And OLED is fucking OLED. It's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking beautiful. There's really no other way to go if you got the money. You know what I mean? You want to go OLED. But LG, they're the best when it comes to gaming right now. All the other, Sony doesn't really care about you using their OLEDs as a gaming TV, probably because of the risk of burning and all of that shit. That's why they made like the 900H, the gaming TV of their choice. But if you don't care about games and you're looking for movies, then definitely Sony. But we here for gaming. We want to know what to get for the Series X and the PS5. So the LG OLED is definitely the way to go. Stay away from the BX. You don't want the BX. You don't want the LG BX. It's not really that great. You know what I mean? It doesn't handle HDR that well. It's just not that great. Stay away from that shit. Get the CX. The CX is the one you want to get. Or if money ain't an issue, you can get the GX and or the WX or whatever like that. But for the most part, for most of us, the CX is the way that you want to go. The CX is the way that you want to go. So there's not a lot of TVs right now that are good for the PS5 and the Series X. You got the LG OLEDs and you got the Sony 900H. You know what I mean? The Sony OLEDs are no good for gaming. They are terrible when it comes to gaming. Movies, amazing. Gaming, trash. You know what I'm saying? Then you got Vizio. You got Vizio. I know a lot of y'all ask about Vizio. Vizio is another. It's a budget brand. The Vizio OLED is not that great. It's okay. Even though all of these TVs are using the LG OLED display, you still need a powerful like CPU to power the TV. And that's what it really comes down to. Because they're all using the same panel, but it's all about what goes into powering that TV. And the Vizio's chip is kind of garbage. To put it in the nicest way, it's kind of like trash. But you do have the the Quantum X. The Quantum X, Quantum X gets very bright, very very bright. That motherfucker get like over fucking like 2,000 nits on HDR. You know, in like a 10% window. So it does get very bright. But as far as gaming, it has Dolby Vision, it has HDR10, and it has some pretty good response time. You know what I mean? It definitely has some pretty good response time. It has FreeSync. Vizio has a FreeSync, the Quantum X. So if you're going to get FreeSync, is definitely going to come in handy, or should come in handy with next gen consoles, because they are running with AMD. Or if you have an AMD graphics card, G-Sync will definitely come in handy. You dig? But it does support 1080p 120. It supports 4K 120 natively. So it's good. And the input lag is not bad at all. The input lag it's not as good as LG, but it's not the worst. You can definitely do something with it. And I'm talking about the Quantum X, the Vizio Quantum X. I don't know. I feel like in this price range, man, you should probably go for like the Sony 900H if you don't want to do OLED, you don't want to worry about burning or anything like that. You should probably go for the Sony 900H. You should probably go for that one. Yeah, I don't know. Me personally, I just don't like Vizio. I just don't like Vizio, dog. Like, I don't know. I just don't like them motherfuckers. You should probably go for the fucking Sony 900H. If you want to get an LED, I would just go for the Sony. Or listen, here's another thing, people. Here's another thing you need to remember. When you buy a TV you should always buy your TV from like Best Buy or somewhere where you can go get it. I don't really know if Amazon is the best place to buy a TV, because if you want to return it, you got to wait that long ass time to send it back and all that extra shit. If you just go to Best Buy and buy the TV, if you don't like something about it, you can just put it back in your car, your truck, your SUV, and take it back, get a refund, or exchange it right there on the spot, man. So, people, remember, you do have a return policy. All these stores, especially Best Buy, they do have a return policy. So if you get a TV and you hook it up and you don't like it for whatever reason, you can take it back. Remember that, people. Exercise the return, exploit the return policy if you have to. If you don't feel like it's a lot of time, you can always say, I don't know about this TV or that TV. Buy one of them, take it home, fuck with it for a minute. If you feel like you're not all the way happy, take it back and get the other model. Do the same thing. Take it home, fuck with it, play with it for a few days, and then if you don't like it, take it back. At Best Buy, you can get a full refund. You know what I mean? You can get a full refund if you don't like something. I will return shit until I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? There was one point in time I returned shit so much to Best Buy, they told me I couldn't return nothing for 90 days. So I had to get Miss Hard8 to do it. And I did it with her about 3-4 times, and they told her the same shit. You can't return nothing else for 90 days. You know what I'm saying? I will return some shit until I'm happy. I don't give a fuck. I will exploit the shit out of a return policy until I'm happy, because it's about me. I'm spending the money. I will return the shit out of some shit until I'm happy. You know what I mean? You're going to have to tell me to stop. You know what I'm saying? What month was that? Like July? I was returning shit back and forth to fucking Micro Center like a motherfucker. Shout out to Micro Center, too. They got one of the best return policies. They never said nothing either. I was opening up all types of CPUs. I'm returning shit that still got thermal paste on it and all that. Like, I tried to clean it off to my best of my ability, but you know, sometimes it's hard to get all that thermal paste off. You know what I'm saying? I'm returning shit with thermal paste on it and all that shit. I ain't give a fuck. I'm gonna keep doing this until I'm happy, or y'all tell me that I can't do it no more. You know what I'm saying? So hey, exercise the return policy, man. Take advantage of that shit. You mean, you buy a TV, you don't like it, take it the fuck back. Keep that receipt. As long as you got that receipt, you good. You know what I mean? You're good. So take advantage of that shit, dog. I take shit back. I don't give a fuck. Let me not like something. It's going back. I got like 1,500 receipts in my motherfucking closet where I keep all my property and boxes and electronics and shit. I got like an electronic closet full of all types of shit. Monitors, fucking TVs, speakers, motherboards. It's like a fucking pawn shop of that motherfucker. I keep every receipt. I got receipts from years ago. I got receipts from fucking 10 years ago, dog. When it comes to them receipts, I do not lose. I never get rid of a receipt. I'd never get rid of a fucking receipt. I'm taking shit back if I don't fucking like it. So just keep that in mind, people. Whatever TV you get, if you don't like it, take it back. Just take it back. It's that easy. So if you are on an extreme budget, the Tcl R635 is good to go. It has auto low latency mode. It has Dolby Vision. It has HDR. It does not have 4K 120, but it has 1440p 120 and 1080p 120. So if you are on an extreme budget, the 55-inch TCL is only $650. You may not be able to get 4K 120, but at the end of the day, consoles ain't gonna be doing a whole lot of 4K 120 anyway. And a lot of times when the mode is 120, it will be a lower resolution. So if you are on an extreme budget, the TCL is not a bad choice. That's if you are on an extreme budget. Now, if your budget got a little bit more wiggle room, go ahead and get the Sony 900H HDMI 2.1. It has eARC as well as a TCL. And it has, it will be getting auto low latency mode and all of that, but it does have 4K 120. You know what I mean? And it is HDMI 2.1. It has low input lag, and it has Dolby Vision HDR and all of that good shit. So if your budget got some wiggle room, go for the Sony 900H, which it isn't that much. It was less than $1,000 not too long ago for the 55 inch or something like that. Yeah, for the 55 inch. So yeah, it's not that much. Yeah, right now it's $1,000 right now for the 55 inch. It's $1,000, and then the 65 inch is only like $1,599. So not bad, not bad. It has everything you want. Well, they still need to update to add the rest of the fucking features, but they promise it's coming. And then if you you know, your budget is kind of high, you can go ahead and get the LG OLED, the CX, or if you can find a C9, you can also get that too. Shout out to Keandre Woods. Appreciate the super chat, player. Good looking out. All right, so it's really not too many other choices. You know what I'm saying? The LG LED TVs are garbage. Stay away from them. The LG, didn't I just tell y'all that LG is, don't forget, LG is a low budget company. You know what I mean? They're a budget company. They got lucky with the fucking OLED. You know what I'm saying? And now that other companies are making OLEDs, most of them are better than LG's OLED. You know what I'm saying? Like when you come to ranking OLEDs, LG is no longer at the top. They were at the top when they were the only ones making OLED, but the Sony OLED is better. Well, when it comes to movies. LG got the best OLED when it comes to gaming. Anything else goes to Sony, Panasonic, and I think even Philips, the top end one. But do not touch LG's LED TVs. They are garbage. That nano shit, that nano, what is it? That nano cell garbage. Don't do it. Don't do it. LG makes trash LED TVs. That fucking nano shit, the nano 90, the 85, the 81, garbino. The only type of TV you should be purchasing from LG is an OLED. If it's not an OLED, run. That Nano 90, 85, and 81 is garbino. Yes, those TVs do have all of the bells and whistles when it comes to fucking gaming. They got everything that the OLED has when it comes to gaming. VRR, auto low latency mode, all that fly shit. I'm just going to tell you like this. If you do get a Nano, get it from Best Buy, take it home. If you happy with it, that's all that matters. If you like it, I love it. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You dig? You know what I mean? So if you want to take a chance with the Nano because you might have found a decent price and you know that it has all of the features that you are looking for PC gaming or next-gen gaming with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, buy it and then test it out. If you like it, then fuck it. That's all that matters. You the one that's playing on it. If you don't like it, take that motherfucker back, get a full refund, or exchange it for something else. That's my advice for anybody that's listening right now. Exercise the return policy. All right? Buy something and then test it out. If you don't like it, take it back. If you like it, then hey, enjoy. You know what I'm saying? So, but my advice, stay away from that nano shit. But if you want to give it a shot, you want to take it on a test drive, then do that. Test drive your TVs, people. It is okay. You can return that motherfucker. You dig? But if you want to go OLED, definitely go with gaming. I mean, good gaming. Go with the CX. Also, I forgot to talk about Samsung. My bad, people. The 70T, the 80T, the 90T, they are all good. They are all good to go. They are 2.1. Yeah, they good to go. They got very low input lag too. Samsung got some of the lowest input lag that you can get. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, if you want to do gaming, the 70T, the 80T is good to go. And you can choose between that or now remember that Samsung does have FreeSync. It doesn't have G-Sync. Also, Samsung does not have Dolby Vision. Samsung does not have Dolby Vision, but it does have HDR10 Plus. So that's a decision that you can come up with on your own. But the 70T, the 80T, and the 90T, they all support 1440p 120, 1080p 120, and they support 4K 120 because they do have HDMI 2.1. They only have one port, but still, they got HDMI 2.1. Also, it supports eARC. You know what I'm saying? Also, it supports eARC. So the 70T, the 80T, and the 90T is not a bad choice. Depending on what your budget is, it is definitely not a bad choice. They also will give you what you're looking for. Just no Dolby Vision if that's something you care about when it comes to watching movies. You know what I'm saying? No Dolby Vision. That's for streaming apps or disc playback. No Dolby Vision. All right? So, before we move on, let's take some questions. Anybody got any questions? Let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up with your questions, people, so we can get to them. The Q90R, I don't think the Q90R is HDMI 2.1. But it does have, I think it does have FreeSync and all that shit, though. Yeah, the Q90R does have FreeSync. It has all the bells and whistles, too. But I don't... Oh, yeah. The Q90R... I had the Q90R. And I could do 120. I could do 4K at 120. But it couldn't do 4K at 120 with HDR. It was 4K 120 without HDR. It was 4K 120 without HDR. But there was a rumor, there was a rumor that they were going to get like a HDMI 2.1 upgrade or some shit like that. So I don't know what's that about as far as the Q90R goes. But if you were looking for a new Samsung, I wouldn't get the Q90R. I would just go with the Q90T. You know what I'm saying? That way you ain't got to worry about it. But it does support, the Q90R does support 4K 120. It just did not support 4K 120 with HDR. So it's on some like HDMI 2.0 shit. You dig? All right, let's get these questions. Vizio versus Samsung. Samsung. Definitely. For me, Samsung. Dolby Vision or HDR10? Dolby Vision. Definitely. Now, HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision, they kind of go neck and neck, but there's not a lot of HDR10 Plus support, and Samsung is the only one. Well, no, Vizio, I think Vizio supports all of them, too. Vizio does HDR10 Plus, Dolby Vision, and HDR, that's great. The input lag on the 900H is pretty good. The input lag on the 900H is pretty good, especially at 120 hertz. It's pretty low. It's probably much lower than anything you got right now at 120 hertz. But let me give y'all the input lag numbers though. So for 4K 60, the input lag is 15 milliseconds for 4K 60, and then at 120, the input lag is around 7 milliseconds, which is really good. Really good. So the 900H is definitely good to go. The 900H is good to go, people. Good to go. Let me see. Doesn't synchronize screen picture features the lower input lag, or does other brands do the same as well? Well, when you play in game mode, all of the processing technology and all of that shit that's going on in the background, all of that is shut off so you can get a lower input lag. Every TV does that. Every TV disables all of the extra shit that's not needed so you can get that lower input lag. Every TV does that when it goes into game mode. Yeah, every TV does that. Let me see what other questions we got here. Vizio versus LG versus Samsung. I would get LG OLED. If we talking OLED, OLED over everything. OLED is the best. If it's not about gaming, I watch movies probably going with the 900H over CX. Nah, I would never recommend a LED over an OLED. Nah, never would I recommend LED over OLED, especially if you're talking about just watching movies. Unless you're scared of burning like that, which ain't really a fucking problem, but it has a stigma. It can happen, but you got to really try hard. Is the burning on the CX or C9 easier to deal with? It's the same. It's not really no difference. Nobody really knows, especially with the CX just being released. Burn it. Listen, that's one of the negatives of OLED is there is a chance of burning. It's not easy to get. None of us, like, are we leaving static images up on the screen? Are we watching fucking news channels and shit like that all the fucking time? You know what I mean? As long as you're not doing nothing like that, then you'll be good to go, man. You switch up games all the time, shit like that. They got a couple measures that they got in place that you can turn on to eliminate your chances of getting burning. I wouldn't worry about it. If you get the TV from Best Buy, just make sure you get the warranty. The warranty does cover burning. Best Buy warranty covers burning. So get the warranty and not have to worry about it. And not worry about it. Just enjoy yourself. Would you play Uncharted 4 if it ran at 60 frames on a PS5? Would I play it again? I don't know. I definitely would download it and see how it looked. I don't know if I would play it again. I done beat that game enough times already. I don't know. You got to give LG more credit. They give their OLED panels to Sony. They sell their OLED panels to Sony. They don't give them a goddamn thing. They are a business. Samsung still trying to chase OLED with LCD. Yeah, man, that was one of the reasons why I didn't like the Q90R. Do you think devs will make 120 frames games often for next-gen consoles? No, they won't. If they do, it'll be running at 1080p. If they did. All right, what others? Yes, I got a PS5 secured. Gorilla Madness. Shout out to Gorilla Madness. He hooked me up with a pre-order. I am paying for that PS5 myself, just to be clear. He just gave me his pre-order because he had more than one. He had pre-orders at GameStop and Amazon, so he gave me his Amazon pre-order. I got a TCL right now, but it's like 3 years old. Time to upgrade. Yes, it's definitely time to upgrade. Thank you for answering my question. You're welcome, player. Thank y'all for coming through, supporting. Shout out to Sub Negro 24. I have a fear of burning with OLED. Any tips to prevent burning? Just don't leave no static images up on the screen. Get the warranty. The biggest tip I can give you is if you buy it from Best Buy, they do have the warranty that covers burning. Get the warranty and don't worry about it. Get the warranty and don't worry about it. That's all I can say. Just, you switch up games, you play different games. It's not really a big deal, man. It can happen. Don't get it fucked up, and that's one of the things that suck. But just get the warranty and enjoy the fucking TV, dog. That's all. Wouldn't the 900H, hold on, where would that question go? Wouldn't the 900, what did the fuck the question go? Fuck. I don't know where that question went. Oh, wouldn't the 900H make it better than the 900H due to better HDR and overall picture quality? The 950H does not have all of the features that the 900H has. That's why the 900H is the TV that Sony is pushing as a gaming TV. The 900H will be better when it comes to like movies, but it won't be better when it comes to like gaming. All right? The 65-inch 900H was $1,000 at Best Buy last week. Yeah, it was. It was on sale. I don't know if I can deal with the possibility of burning. Then don't get it burning. Get a 900H. You know what I'm saying? Don't get an OLED. Compromise picture quality for the fear of burning. Or you could just get the damn warranty, people. That's all. Just get the warranty. No, it can happen. It can definitely, burning will definitely happen. QD LED did not fail. Samsung is working on it right now. Yeah, they definitely working on some new technology. Real quick, people, if you are getting the PS5 with the disc drive, please start buying physical Blu-ray 4K movies. We got to keep physical 4K movies alive. See, this is the difference between digital games versus physical when it comes to movies versus digital. Movies are better quality on a disc. They are better quality on a disc than streaming. When it comes to gaming, it doesn't matter. Whether you got the disc or you download the game, it's going to have the same quality. That's not the same when it comes to movies. If you want the best out of your TV, some of y'all people are spending a lot of money on your TV. If you want the best out of your TV, you have to buy physical 4K Blu-ray movies. You got to, or else you're not getting the best out of your TV. You're not. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. What do you think about the new AMD CPUs coming out? Yeah, they looking to be pretty good, but I don't care about AMD, so I don't give a fuck. I'm waiting for Intel new CPUs that's coming out in a couple of months. But yeah, they look pretty good. Shout out to Al-Qassam. I don't know, he retracted his message, but shout out to you, player. Appreciate the super chat. Let me see. Any more questions? Does the PS5 play DVD or Blu-ray? The PS5 will play everything. The PS5 will play DVDs, Blu-ray, and 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays. Yes, they will play every format. I would just be worried about them putting cheaper parts in the 908 since it's, of course, you get what you pay for. You get what you pay for. The Best Buy warranty, they got a 2-year warranty and they got a 5-year warranty. You can get 2 years or 5 years. Yeah. 2 years or 5 years. You see the benchmarks for Watch Dogs Legions. Yeah, I seen the benchmarks for Watch Dogs Legions, man. That game is poorly optimized, just like every other Ubisoft game. It's not surprising. Not surprising. It just made me think, how the fuck ray tracing gonna run on them consoles? God damn, that shit ain't gonna look good. I am not playing Sackboy. I didn't get that game. Hard 8. I'm on the 1080p Dynex. Thoughts. I had a Dynex years ago. I had a plasma Dynex like 12 years ago. It actually wasn't bad. I got it from Best Buy too. I had a plasma Dynex. Yep, wasn't that bad, but that shit trash now. It's time to upgrade, player. Did LG drop a VRR update fix? As far as what? For what you mean VRR fix? Did you buy Friday the 13th collection? No, I did not. I bought the Saw collection, not Friday the 13th. No, I didn't. All right, let me see. How good is the display on the PS5? What? What display, sir? What? Yeah, this is probably the last physical disc format. I don't think we're getting an 8K disc. which is why I don't care about an 8K TV. 8, did I hear about no Dolby Vision playback on the Series X and the PS5? Yeah. I mean, it's been like that. No Dolby Vision playback, man. So the Xbox Series X and the PS5 will be able to play 4K Blu-rays, but it will not be able to play Dolby Vision. Well, it doesn't support Dolby Vision. So if you got a Dolby Vision 4K Blu-ray, it's only going to play at HDR. Which HDR10. It sucks, but hopefully both consoles get an update to support Dolby Vision. Hopefully, if it's possible. Dolby Vision is usually hardware based, usually, and when it's not the best implementation of Dolby Vision. So we'll see what happens. As a PC gamer with a 3090, are you excited for next gen? I'm not excited for next gen as I should be. I'm not excited for next gen as I should be. It's really not exciting at all. It's just because, I don't know, you're not really seeing no big leap at launch. You know what I mean? Xbox is like fucking trash. They don't even have a launch lineup that's worthwhile. I don't know, maybe I'll get more excited as the time gets near, or as the time draws closer, but right now it's just like, whatever. Really just wanted to come out so we can get this entertainment going. You know what I'm saying? Because we already know what type of entertainment that shit gonna produce. Azaga 26, I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry, forgive me. He said, is there a quality difference between disc and local digital Blu-ray rip movies? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Unless the movie you download is like 80 gigabytes. Other than that, yes, there is a difference between ripping movies or the physical disc. Unless you are ripping it in its purest form. Meaning every fucking gig is being ripped where it's not being compressed or anything like that. Shout out to King Prel. I'm on a Sony A8G. Love it. Might go to monitors. Yeah, that's not really good for gaming, but it's good for movies, though, no doubt. For gaming, though, nah, that input lag is horrible. Are you buying Five Nights at Freddy's? Absolutely not. Will my PS5 arrive day one if I get it from Sony website? I don't know. It should. I don't see why not. So do you recommend the upgrade now or wait a little? I mean, if you got the money, I don't see why not, unless you want to wait till next year. Shout out to Bambino. He said, what's up? I just got here. I have a Sony 900E. Do I need to upgrade? Yes, you do. My budget is $2,500. Okay, with $2,500 budget, get the 65-inch LG CX and get the warranty. And you be good to go, player. We are not sure about Dolby Atmos on the PS5, but the Xbox Series X does have Dolby Atmos. I mean, the looks of it, Sony is not supporting Dolby Atmos on the PS5, which fucking sucks, but they're supposed to have their own 3D sound, so we'll see. 8, I got the Panasonic UB820 after your recommendation. Fantastic player. I'm very happy. Thanks, player. Yo, shout out to you, man. In fact, I'm selling the Panasonic UB820. Because I got 2 of them, and I'm getting rid of 1 of them because I don't need it. Yeah, so I wasn't gonna say nothing yet, but since you mentioned it, yeah, the Panasonic UB820 is one of the best Blu-ray players, 4K Blu-ray players out there. One of the best, if not the best, out there, and it's pretty expensive. But I got 2 of them. I'm gonna sell 1, so. If anybody want that shit, hit my DMs. That joint is like brand new, dog. It was in one of my spare bedrooms, and I ain't never really used that shit. So, if you want it, hit me up on Twitter. It's fire, though. Fire. Now Samsung has turned their attention to one true OLED. Okay, yeah, you're talking about Samsung. We'll clip that. Does a monitor even have any benefits over a good TV? It depends on what kind of monitor it is. I mean, in my opinion, no, but I mean, it can get higher refresh rate. A monitor can do 144, 165, shit like that, 240, 320. You know, the refresh rate, that's the one benefit over a TV. Definitely. But it has to be a good one. A lot of these monitors ain't that good compared to like LG OLEDs. The expensive monitors, the real expensive ones, the $1,500, $2,000 monitors are the ones that are like really decent for the most part. You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's going on with the 3080 and 3090 stock? What you mean? That thing hot right now. I have an LG C9. Do I need to upgrade? No, you do not need to upgrade. I have an LG C9. You don't need to upgrade. The CX has HDMI 2.1. Yes, the CX has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports. Four of them. Yes. Does a more expensive Blu-ray player make a difference in PQ? Absolutely. Absolutely. What is ray tracing? Google what is ray tracing. Google what is ray tracing. Copy and paste that right into the Google search bar. Are Sony soundbars any good? What a good $400 soundbar. Yeah, I mean, you know, they're cool. They're better than TV speakers. I'm just not really up on soundbars right now, so I couldn't even tell you what's a good one for $400, but they definitely better than TV speakers. The LG C9 G-Sync need an update with the 3000 cards. Yeah, you got to hit up LG. The update comes out in November, but you can hit them up and they can send it straight to your TV in a couple of days. I got the update, so I'm good. It still got some issues a little bit, but nothing like game breaking. Yeah, so all right. Now, move on and talk about PS5. I mean, not the P. Well, yeah, we talk about a little bit of next gen. All right, so this generation is wrapping up, people. This generation is wrapping up. Shout out to Mighty Moses. He said, I got a 720p Hitachi TV. Should I upgrade? Nah, player, go ahead and keep that. That thing fire. Nah, dog, that joint is trash. You definitely need to upgrade that. Upgrade that. So we need to talk about the past generation, man. What was our favorite games and shit like that? Y'all already know how I feel about this past generation. I feel like that joint was mid. It's mid, man. Let's be real, man. It was mid. You know, this generation, I probably had more disappointments than any generation in the past. I had a lot of disappointments this generation, man. A lot of disappointments. I mean, maybe not a lot of disappointments, but I had some big disappointments, like some big disappointments between God of War PS4 and The Last of Us Part 2. Like, those games, them two games right there, man, they let me down in a way that I don't think I ever been let down before, man. I don't think I ever been let down before. Like, them two games really killed me, man. They killed me, dog. They really hurt me. Facts. If you got any more TV questions, just hit me up on Twitter, man. If you got any more TV questions, hit me up on Twitter. Everything's down in the description, my Twitter and all that fly shit. All right? Hit me up on Twitter. But let's talk about this shit, man. God of War PS4. Man, listen. Y'all you've been around long enough. You already know I'm a huge God of War fan. I done beat all the games. All of them. All of them. I beat Ghost of Sparta and Chains of Olympus. I beat them all. All. I'm one of the people that think Ascension is a good game. I think Ascension is a good game. I know people try to hate on Ascension, but I think it's a good game. God of War PS4 let me down in ways I didn't think I could be let down. It let me down in ways that I didn't think a God of War game could let me down. It let me down. You know, it was at one point I didn't even know if I was supposed to even, if I was even allowed for myself to even dislike a God of War game. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some games where it's like, am I even capable of disliking this game? It's fucking God of War. One of your favorite games. Like, this is the game when I was upstate and I was looking at God of War, you know, when God of War Part 1 was about to launch. That was one of the games that I had in my mental Rolodex where it's like, yo, I can't wait to play that when I get home. God of War was the first game I bought when I got home. It was the first game I bought. I bought it used from GameStop for $17.99 on the PS2. It was the first game I bought when I got home from prison, dog. So God of War is one of them games that was like, yo, are you even capable of disliking a God of War game? And at first, I couldn't even allow myself to even dislike it. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, I really don't like this shit. But then again, it was like, yo, how the fuck is God of War, dog? You love every God of War game, even Ascension. So I just had to come to the terms. It was like, I don't like this game. I don't like it. I don't like this fake ass Kratos. I don't really like the gameplay. The boss fights are trash for the most part. They repeat it over and over and over again, fighting the same trolls and the same fucking enemies, changing the colors and all of that shit. Got this little whiny ass fucking brat. Like, what is this? This is not God of War. God. Every time I think about this shit, it pisses me off. Man, this is one of the most disappointing games of the generation. I can't believe Cory Barlog did this shit, man. The fuck? God. And it's like, yo, and it really annoys me like that. Nobody gives a fuck that they changed Kratos. Like, nobody cares. Like, these dudes are so fucking like, I don't even know, man. I don't even fucking know. Like, nobody cares, man. Like, nobody cared that T.C. Carlson is not fucking Kratos. Like, nobody cared. Oh, look at the new graphics. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so flashy. Oh, the combat. Like, all of that is good. The combat is good. The graphics is good. The fucking, you know, all of that is great. Like, the gameplay is cool. You know what I'm saying? But that's not Kratos. I don't care what nobody fucking says. That is not fucking Kratos. That is an imposter. And then they tone down like the boss fights. The boss fights ain't what they supposed to be. They ain't what the fucking series has been known for. The boss fights were fucking trash. They were trash. They were fucking trash. Like, I don't even understand how you can go from God of War 3 and then play God of War PS4 and be like, God of War PS4 is better. Are you fucking serious? Like, did you forget what the fuck went down in God of War 3? Like, did you forget? Like, them boss fights was amazing. Poseidon, Hades. Like, really? Come on, man. Come on. Damn, that game disappointed me so bad, dog. Like, I was so hyped for God of War 2, man. I was so hyped for that game, but I just can't get jiggy with that shit. I can't get jiggy with it. Then we got The Last of Us Part 2. Like, God of War PS4 and The Last of Us Part 2, man, these were some huge fucking disappointments, man. I mean, huge. Like, people don't understand. The Last of Us is one of my favorite games of all time. The game, I done played, man, I never get bored of that game. Like, I could play that game over and over and over again. The multiplayer, that's something different. I'm talking about the single player. You know what I'm saying? I could play that game over and over and over. I never get bored of that fucking game. I love that game. It's one of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite games of all time. Then they come out with Part 2. And, man, I tell you, I was hyped as fuck for Part 2. Like, super hype. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait until that game fucking dropped, dog. I was looking so forward to The Last of Us Part 2, dog. Like, you don't understand. I'm talking about niggas can't sleep leading up to it. Yeah, when I'm really excited for a game, yeah, sleep on them days leading up to the release don't really be happening. Same thing happened with God of War. Like, when I'm that excited, it's hard to sleep. You know how when you're excited for something, you know what I mean? You can't really sleep. You know how it is. Unless you just ain't never been excited for some shit. But when I'm excited for certain shit, yeah, sleep is like something I ain't trying to do. I just want that day to get here. Same thing with Last of Us 2. Like, I was hype. I could not wait to play this game, man. And then I play this game and I'm like, what the fuck? And Last of Us 2 was another one of them games where it was like, yo, are you really allowed to dislike this game? Like, you telling me you don't like this game right now? Again, the graphics, the gameplay, all of that shit was great. But that story, I felt like the story was lazy and it was trash, dog. Like, that's what I felt. It, like, let's call a ball, a strike a strike. The Last of Us 2 is nothing but a fucking revenge story. That's all it is. At the core, at the bottom line, it's a revenge story. That is like the easiest fucking cop-out for a story, dog. Like, I felt like we got away from everything that made the fucking game great. The first game great. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you had the world building with Joel and Ellie. You know what I'm saying? We had the mystery of her being immune to the fucking, to the virus, the outbreak, whatever. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know what was going to happen, all of that shit. And then it's like with the second story, it was just like, let's do a lazy ass revenge story. Oh, you kill him, I'm going to come kill you. Oh, you just killed him, now I'm going to come kill you. Like, come on, man. Y'all couldn't think of something better than this? We couldn't get, no, like, what? Like, can we find out more about why Ellie is immune to this shit? Is she the only one in the entire world that's immune to this shit? Like, can we, like, keep going into that? Can we keep going in that direction? Or, like, how is this girl immune? Like, what is going on? I mean, you could throw some other shit in there and spice it all up. But can we at least keep that at the center of the fucking story? We got a boring-ass fucking revenge story. And then at the end of all of it, you know what? I just don't feel like it. I'm gonna go head home. I'm gonna head out. I done lost my family. People done died around me. People done died I love. People that I love have been killed. Now that I finally can carry out my fucking, my plan, my revenge, you know what? I'm just gonna go head home. Yeah, I don't feel like it no more. You have a good day. I'm out of here. That's bullshit. And spoiler alert, you should have played the game by now, but spoiler alert, they should have gave you a choice at the end if you wanted to kill Abby or not. You made us do all of this shit. This bitch done fucked up her family, walked out on a kid, walked out on her girlfriend, fucked everything up, fucked her whole peaceful life up. Then to go searching for Abby for fucking months. For months. It wasn't a couple of days. It was months before she found Abby strung up on that damn fucking stick or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Months. Finally you find this bitch and it's like, you know what? I don't even feel like this shit no more. Go ahead. You can leave. Bullshit. That was fucking bullshit. All that time we wasted for nothing. For absolutely nothing. Yo, man, that shit pissed me off. I don't have a problem with Joel dying. I do got a problem with the way he died, but I don't have a problem with him dying. I don't have a problem with that. I wish they would have did that better. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they could have did it better. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But just the ending just was like, are you fucking serious? I done been close to death how many times? I got my fingers bit the fuck off. I am in excruciating pain. I could be dead right now or a slave. People I love have been killed. I walked away from my family. I walked away from a fucking baby that I love, my girlfriend I love. All of this shit had been going on around me for months and months and months and months and months. And then when I finally am able to carry out what this shit is all for, I decided to change my mind. Now I'm good. Nah, I'm cool. Yeah, just go ahead and leave. No, dog. Nah, I can't get jiggy with that shit. I can't get jiggy with that. That shit is trash. Straight fucking trash. Shout out to Max B. He said, would you like God of War 2018 if it wasn't a God of War game? If it wasn't a God of War game, then I'm quite sure the story would be different. Yeah, if it wasn't a God of War game, it probably would be a decent game. I don't like that fake ass Kratos, and I didn't like fighting the same enemies over and over. They toned down the boss fights. The big epic shit that always goes on with God of War was missing. You know what I'm saying? It was missing. Shout out to Hannibal Barker. He said, Corey Barlog said they tried to use TC Carlson, but the mocap wasn't cutting it. They needed someone bigger, and TC walked fruity. Nah, fuck that. They could have still used TC to do the voice versus somebody else doing the motion cap. They could have fucking fixed it. You know what I mean? I thought it was because he wanted more money. I think TC wanted more money. I thought that was why. They was like, you know what? Fuck you, nigger. We don't need you. Get out of here. That's what I thought. But, you know, who knows? Who fucking knows? Shout out to Theron Aries. He said, The Last of Us 2 should have been a prequel, in my opinion. I think the game should have been about Tommy as a Firefly during the 20-year outbreak. You know, that could have worked. You know what I'm saying? That also could have worked because, yeah, that whole 20 years, according to Tommy and Joel, they did a lot of shit. And remember, Joel was a piece of shit. He was robbing and killing innocent people and all that type of shit to survive. So it probably would have been nice to see what happened during that 20-year period. You know, that they survived, that we didn't see between Sarah dying and him waking up. You know, going out with Tess. That probably would have been a good story. But I feel like a revenge story is the easiest shit to write. I feel like that's some easy shit. And then they had like this whole 10-hour side mission of Abby taking care of these little dusty-ass kids. I don't give a fuck about these kids, dog. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about a fucking girl wanting to be a dude or a dude wanting to be a girl. I don't give a fuck about that shit. That shit was a 10-hour-long side quest. I didn't give a fuck about them bitches. All right? Didn't give a fuck. Move on. You know what I'm saying? I ain't care about none of that. I just felt like, man, they could have did this shit better. That's how I felt. I felt like this shit could have been done better. A revenge story to me is a lazy way of writing a story. You know what I mean? Oh, you killed my father and now I'm going to kill you. Oh, and since I killed you, now your people want to kill me. Ta-da! Last of Us Part 2, people. Oh, and then when I finally do get to you, I don't want to do it no more. The fuck out of here. That shit's bullshit. Bullshit. I was so, oh man, so disappointed. So disappointed. This gen as a whole was just mid to me. Like even now, 2020, I'm trying to think like, what is my game of the year? Like, what is my game of the year? In previous years, I would know right away. A game would fucking stand out. It would just pop right out. This is my game of the year. Now, I'm sitting here like, what the fuck is my game of the year? Like, what could it really be? There was some games that I enjoyed this year, but game of the year, I don't really know. I like Doom Eternal. I do like Doom Eternal. Great game. But is it like, I don't get that game of the year feeling. You know what I'm saying? It's great. I mean, the story is whatever, but I mean, the gameplay is fucking, you know, amazing. It's beautiful. Resident Evil 3, you know what I mean? I never played the original Resident Evil 3. Well, I played a little bit of it on my PS3, but I couldn't get into it because it was so fucking ugly with them graphics. But as far as that game goes, and I enjoyed that game. I thought it was cool. It was pretty short, but I enjoyed that game. But it doesn't jump out as a game of the year. Usually my game of the year talks to me. You know what I mean? My game of the year jumps out at me and tells me I'm game of the year. Like, I get that feeling like this is game of the year. And no game I played this year is giving me that feeling. Yeah, there's been some decent games, but is it like game of the year? Now, I'm not getting that feeling. This generation was mid to me because this generation we had a lot of sequels. And I think the predecessors that came before these games were better. Even though these sequels were good, I think the games that came before it was better. You know what I'm saying? For example, you got Uncharted 4. I love Uncharted 4. I think Uncharted 4 is fucking great. I love Uncharted 4. I have no problems with Uncharted 4. Great game. But, excuse me. Hold on one second. All right, I'm back. I love God of War 4. But I think God of War 3 was better. I think God of War 2 was better. But that's not to say that God of War 4 is a bad game. It's a great game. Let's just think them games are better. You see what I'm saying? A lot of sequels, but I think the games that came before it was better. Same thing with like Red Dead Redemption 2. I love Red Dead Redemption 2. One of my favorite games of the generation. But I think as a prequel, or as a sequel, right? I mean, it's part 2. It's a sequel, prequel. We know the story is a prequel, but I think it doesn't work. You know what I mean? Because we already know what's going to happen. We already know, like, as soon as you start the game, you already know Arthur is going to fucking die. Why is Arthur going to die? Because he wasn't in Red Dead Redemption 1. And this is a prequel. Arthur's going to die. You know what I'm saying? So you already knew that. I love Red Dead 2, but I think Red Dead 1 was better just on that merit alone of having a fresh story and not knowing how shit going to turn out. When John got lit the fuck up at the end of fucking Red Dead 1, wow. My fucking jaw was on the goddamn floor. I could not believe it because I did not see that shit coming. Did not see that coming. Shout out to Roberto. He said, I beat The Last of Us 1 at least 10 times. I had Last of Us 2 since launch, and I still cannot motivate myself to beat it. LOL. Damn. You feel my pain? You feel my pain. Shout out to Envy Dub. He said, The Last of Us Part 2 is most definitely my most disappointing game of this year. It's my most disappointing game of this generation. Definitely hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. But as far as, I love Red Dead 2. It's definitely one of my best games of the generation. But as a prequel, it kind of falls short because we kind of knew it was going to happen. Yes, there were some other surprises and things like that. And they did tell a good story. But the fact of knowing kind of what's going to happen for the most part, it can kind of ruin the game for being amazing. So being though that Red Dead Redemption 1 gave us a fresh story, when John got killed at the end, I did not see that coming. The way he got killed, it was like, wow. Like, I remember that day when I beat that game. I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, because I wasn't spoiled to Red Dead Redemption 1. I was locked up when the game came out, but when I got home, I was able to play it, and I wasn't spoiled or anything like that. I went in fresh. I knew nothing about the game, nothing about the ending. So when it happened, it was like, wow. But with Red Dead 2, it was kind of a different reaction when Arthur died. Like, it was fucked up, like, this is my guy, but at the same time, you kind of knew it was coming. You know what I mean? So, and then I don't really like that, like, Arthur was never mentioned in Red Dead Redemption 1. Like, he was never mentioned at all, and we know he was like an intricate part in John's survival and shit like that. Like, he was important to John. John even has his fucking hat and all of that type of shit. And Arthur was just not really mentioned in Red Dead 1 ever, right? At all. So, I just feel like a lot of the games that was on PS3, they were better than the sequels that we got on PS4. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, like, my favorite games this generation, like Batman Arkham Knight, Love Batman Arkham Knight. Beat that game multiple times across multiple platforms. I beat it on PlayStation 4, I beat it on Xbox, and I beat it on PC. I love Arkham Knight. You know what I'm saying? Great fucking game. Love it. But, and I don't have a problem with the tank either. I'm not one of them people that was crying about the tank. People cried so much for the tank, and then when they give you a tank, you're still fucking crying. So it's like, I mean, not the tank, it's like a tank, but the car, the Batmobile. People have been screaming for a Batmobile since Arkham Asylum, and then when they give them a fucking Batmobile, now they want to fucking cry about it. So I'm not one of them people. It didn't really bother me. The Batmobile didn't bother me. I actually like it. I think it looks cool, shit like that. But I love Arkham Knight. I love Arkham Knight, but I think Arkham City is better. Arkham Asylum, I don't know. You might, that might be, you can argue that. That can be an argument. That could be a debate. But Arkham City was definitely better than Arkham Knight. So, like I said, a lot of these games, this generation, they were like sequels, and I feel like the predecessor before it just was better. Just was better. What else? So, I did find a lot of love with Star Wars, Battlefront. The first game, the multiplayer was great. I think that was like my game of the year for like 2015. I just was having a lot of fun with that multiplayer, man. It might have not really been my game of the year, but that's just how I felt at that time. It was just amazing. You know what I'm saying? That multiplayer, to me, was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun on Star Wars Battlefront multiplayer, as well as with Battlefront 2. Had a lot of fun with that also. This generation, I did kind of take more chances and gave games and genres a chance that normally I wouldn't. Gave a lot of RPG games a chance. I even beat some RPG games. Yeah, give it up. Give it up for me, because if you know me, I don't like RPG games. I think they fucking suck. Now, an action RPG is definitely up my alley. I can definitely give an action RPG a chance. But like a turn-based RPG, absolutely not. But I beat The Witcher 3 and all of its DLC, the Blood and Wine and the Heart of the Stone. I beat The Witcher 3 completely, and that was new for me, and I enjoyed it. The Witcher 3 is one of my favorite games too. Witcher 3 is definitely one of my favorite games. Also, I beat Bloodborne. I beat Final Fantasy 15. Like, this is big for me. You know what I'm saying? Me beating an RPG. I beat Sekiro. This is big for me. You know what I mean? I took some chances this generation, man, just to try to, expand my portfolio. You dig? So yeah, that was cool. That was definitely cool. What else? What else was some of my favorite games? The Witcher 3 was definitely a great game. I did like Final Fantasy 15. I thought that was fake. I thought that was great. I definitely enjoyed my time with Final Fantasy 15. It definitely was frustrating at times, but I did it. I pulled it off. I definitely pulled it off, and I was able to beat that, which is unheard of. You know what I'm saying? Unfucking heard of. Shout out to CB3. He said, do you think that Arthur and his gang could have outran the law and survived? And what if Dutch and Arthur figured out Micah was a rat earlier? I mean, they had plenty of times to kill the fucking Pinkertons, man. But yeah, they should have found out that, it would have been a lot better if they found out Micah was a rat earlier. He was just a piece of shit. He was bringing in a lot of drama and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I think they definitely could have outran them. And they had plenty of times to kill the motherfuckers that was really heading the search. And they should have done that. And then they probably would have been cool. But, yeah, they definitely could have kept outrunning them. Definitely, I think. But, the story had to end. You know what I'm saying? The story had to end. So yeah, I beat a couple of games, man. Final Fantasy was good. Sekiro is cool. I like, it's okay. It's not nothing amazing. I'm not like looking forward to a part 2. As far as Bloodborne, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really played Bloodborne just for like bragging rights. At the time I was a part of Weapon Wheel podcast. So You know, it was used to be a lot of competition when it come to games and shit. So that was always fun. So I played, you know, and I played Bloodborne kind of. It was like, you know, for my own ego as far as gaming goes. It was just like, you know, I've been doing this gaming shit for a long time. I come from an era where, you know, when you died, you truly died. Like when you died, when they said game over, game was the fuck over. You know what I mean? I come from that era. So it just was like, you know, I've been getting kind of soft too with the way gaming is now. Let me test myself and see if I still got it and I can pull it off when I need to. So I was like, you know, let me jump into this Bloodborne thing, man. And you know, it is what it is. By the time I beat that game, I was like a master. Like that shit was easy as fuck to me, dog. Like it wasn't really a problem at all. I beat Bloodborne twice actually too, because I fucked up the first time going through it. But yeah, it was more of a challenge for me, and you know, just to like brag and write shit like that. So, which it doesn't even mean nothing now because so many people got that platinum. It's not even fucking shit. It ain't even nothing to fucking cherish anymore. You know what I mean? So many people got that fucking platinum. But that's why I did it. So we got the Resident Evil 2 remake. That was one of my favorite games. I had a lot of fun. It looks beautiful graphically and shit like that. I had fun with that. I really enjoyed that. That was pretty great. Devil May Cry 5. I thought it was good. I thought it was good, but I feel like I had more fun with Devil May Cry 4. And Devil May Cry 4 was my first Devil May Cry game. I never really played the other ones, but I was locked up when they were like, you know, hot shit. So it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. GTA 5, well, GTA 5 is really a last generation game, so can't really talk about that, but you know, it's Rockstar, man. Hopefully Rockstar can pump out some more games this generation coming up, because, and I understand why they can't pump out games as fast as they used to. I mean, when they do give you something, they give you a complete package, and they give you a lot to work with. So I understand that GTA 6 is going to take a long time, but when that motherfucker come, it's going to come. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's going to hit hard. What else? People, what else? I'm like, I know I'm forgetting shit. I'm forgetting shit. That's not a good sign. What other games we got? Infamous Second Son. I thought Infamous Second Son was good. I would have rather that they continue going the Infamous Second Son route. That joint was, I thought it was good. Much better than Ghost of fucking Trash Shima. Ghost of Trash Shima is garbage. Garbino. Like, that's one of the games that I was playing and I couldn't wait till that shit was over. Like, that's one of the games that I fucking celebrated when that shit was over. I thought that game is so garbage. Like, that game is basic as fuck. That story is so fucking cliche. Come on, man. Y'all be hyping up these Sony games a lot of times for nothing. That goes to no, that ain't the one. That ain't it. That Ghost is not it. I couldn't wait till that shit was over. I deleted that game immediately. Straight up. Immediately. What else we got? What else was good? Shout out to my man Biz Topper. He said should I hold up on getting a new TV, being that not much games will be at 120 hertz? I have a TCL 6 series. Thanks, 6 series. Thanks for your recommendation. I mean, yeah, you probably want to get a new TV. You definitely want to get a new TV. It's not just about the 120 frames, but also you want a TV that's going to have VRR and auto low latency mode and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you definitely want a new TV. Shout out to my man Raph. What up, player? He said, Telltale's Walking Dead. What about it? Telltale's Walking Dead was good. Them games were good. That was this generation? That was last generation, right? Which ones? They were cool. I'm kind of confused on they all fucking blend together for me. They all blend together for me, man. But them joints was cool. The Batman Telltale games were cool and all that. I did play Wolf Among Us. That wasn't bad and shit like that. But it was cool. Another disappointing game for me also I meant to bring up, man. Another game that really disappointed me a whole deal. Was Avengers, man. I'm a fan of the MCU. I'm a fan of the Avengers movies. Infinity War is one of my favorite movies of all time. I fucking love Infinity War, and I love the whole concept of the Avengers and shit like that. So when it was announced that a game was coming out and it was actually made by a AAA studio, I was very excited, man. I was very fucking excited. Now, I would have wished that maybe Rocksteady could have did it or Insomniac, but it went out to Square Enix, you know what I mean? And, you know, they did the Tomb Raider games and things like that, so, you know, I was still very excited for Avengers. What killed the excitement for me was when I found out that it was a game as a service. That killed all the fucking energy in me. I still kept hope alive. You know what I mean? I still kept hope alive. But when I found out it was a game as a service, oh man, it killed me. It killed me. I was like, no. And as we now know, it was a bad idea. It was a bad fucking idea. Games as a service was a bad idea. So now, hold on one second. My damn control phone about to, hold on one second. All right, I'm back. We're talking about Avengers. So when I found out that Avengers was a game as a service, that really killed me. That really fucking killed me, dog. Like, it killed me. And then, and now that has been released, we already know that games as a service shit pretty much killed the game. Nobody's playing it, and it took away from the single player, and it sucks. You know what I mean? Like the game. Like I played the game on PS5, and I'm still gonna get it on PC. I still want to play it again on PC because it got some graphical upgrades and shit like that. And I want to play it at, 60 or more frames. But I'm waiting on a sale. But anyway, it had some great moments in the story. You know what I'm saying? It had some great moments in the story. Some moments in the story that was really great. But it turned out to be a disappointment. It turned out to be a disappointment, and that was another game that was a big disappointment, man, because I was looking forward to an Avengers game. Oh, man, I was looking forward to an Avengers game. But it didn't turn out the way I thought it was, man. Shout out to Theron Aries for the super chat. He said, you the homie, but you tripping, 8. Ghost of Tsushima is fire. Nah, it really ain't. It really ain't. You can't even walk around without your fucking feet going into the goddamn ground and shit. That shit is not. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming. He said, Final Fantasy 15 was actually my favorite game this gen. So many people hate it, but I beat it twice on PS4 and once on PC, then beat the Royal Edition on Xbox One X. LOL. Okay. Yeah, Ghost of Tsushima, nah. Another game I dropped, I dropped Mafia Definitive Edition. I dropped it like a bad habit. I'm going to get back to it, man. I might have prematurely dropped it, but that game was not really holding my attention. And you know what it really was? It really wasn't the game itself. It was just like the polish of the game. Like when they be having these sloppy-ass games, man, I really don't be interested in these sloppy-ass games, man. And who them people that made fucking Mafia, what is it, Hangar 13? They some sloppy-ass developers, man. Like, I just... Like, that shit be really taking me out the game, man. It takes me out the game when I get into a car and I'm supposed to reach out and grab the car door handle and I grab fucking thin air and shut the door. Like, come on, that type of shit just takes me out the game. Like, that shit should not be happening. It should not be happening. That shit takes me out of the fucking game, dog. So, and then one point, on Mafia, I'm walking the bitch home in the game, and then when we get to our house, it's like a candle burning in front of her house, but the flame wasn't where it was supposed to be. The candle was like sitting on a box, and then the flame that's supposed to be burning from the candle was like 5 feet away. I'm like, man, matter of fact, I took a screenshot of that shit. I meant to post it. This was a couple weeks ago. I'm like, man, look, what the fuck is this? Y'all can't even line the goddamn flame up with the damn candle. What is this? I can't play this sloppy shit, man. This little raggedy ass game. I can't get jiggy with this, man. Like, it's just, I don't be having a tolerance for some of this shit, dog. Like, these motherfuckers be making some raggedy ass games, man. I'm like, yo, I don't want to play this shit. I really didn't. I just put that shit. I even deleted that motherfucker. I deleted that shit, yo. I can't get down with these sloppy games, man. Like, for real. I can't. It's like, yo, you know your game is fucked up, man. How can I play this shit for 10 minutes and recognize all these bugs and all this shit looking all sloppy, but you motherfuckers done had it for months and years, and y'all don't notice none of this shit, and you want to give it to me, and you want me to play this shit? No, I'm good. Take that raggedy ass game the fuck out of here. For real. Matter of fact, I got a refund on Mafia Definitive Edition, too. I got a refund, too. Got a refund on that shit, man. Take that raggedy ass game, man. This motherfuckers is crazy, dog. I can't get jiggy with that. Fucking sloppy shit. Fact. Also, we got Spider-Man. Spider-Man PS4. Spider-Man PS4. That was actually a shining fucking light in this generation. Great game. Great game. In fact, I plan on playing it again. This is the fucking dilemma I'm having right now. Now, I'm getting the PS5, I'm getting Miles Morales, and I'm getting the fucking, what is the $70 version that comes with, how much is that shit? Ain't that shit $70? And you get Spider-Man remastered, right? It's 70, right? Something like that. I'm getting that. The problem I'm having is I do want to play through Spider-Man PS4. I want to play through it again, right? Because I only beat that game once. And I actually had started playing through it again when I had my PS4 Pro, but I was like, you know what? They're probably going to remaster this game or something like that on the PS5, so I'm going to go ahead and fall back. But I really wanted to play it again because I love Marvel and I love, Spider-Man. I got all the Spider-Man movies on 4K. I got them all. You know what I mean? The Sam Raimi Spider-Man's part 1, 2, and 3. I got the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I got Homecoming. I got Far From Home. And I even got that mid-ass Into the Spider-Verse. I even got that shit. All of them on 4K. I love Spider-Man. But, I really want to jump right into Miles Morales. Like, I want to jump right into that new shit. But I want to play the old shit first. I do want to play the old one first, just so I can tie it all in, because I only beat the first Spider-Man PS4. I only beat it once, and I want to beat it again. Like, I want to play it again, but I want to jump right into that Miles Morales. So that's kind of a dilemma I got right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I want to go right to that Miles. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little fucked up. Shout out to Trying G. He said, game developers should hire you to analyze their games before release. Facts. I can help them out. I can definitely help them out. What's my most repeated played game ever? Probably GTA 5. Probably GTA 5. I beat GTA 5 on PS3. I beat it on Xbox. I beat it on PS4. And I beat it on PC multiple times. Multiple times across all those platforms except PS3. So I believe I beat GTA 5 on the regular PS4 and I beat it on the Pro. Same thing with Xbox. I beat it on like the original Xbox and on like the Xbox One X. So yeah, I think shit, man. GTA 5, GTA 4, Batman Arkham Knight, Batman Arkham City. These games I done beat a lot of times. A lot of times. And I only beat Spider-Man once. So I don't know what I'm going to do, man. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. First of all, GTA 5 story is not awful. Y'all motherfuckers need to cut it out. That story was lit. That story was lit. Y'all need to knock it off. Ain't nothing whack about GTA. That goes for 4 and fucking 5. I'm not familiar with the rest of them, like Vice City and San Andreas and all of that shit, because of course I was locked up. But when it come to 4 and 5, nigga, no, dog. Those games to me are as close as perfect can be. Like, facts to me. Facts to me. All right? Them games are fucking great, dog. They don't make the money they make for nothing. GTA 5 ain't, well, GTA Online is really what the big push has been. And GTA Online and GTA 5 is two different games. So, remember that. Remember that. What else we got? We got Killzone Shadowfall, right? Killzone Shadowfall. I beat that game like 4 years after it came out. I don't know. I couldn't get jiggy with that shit. I ain't like the multiplayer either. But the game is fucking beautiful, dog. Let's talk about the top 5 graphical games, man. I'm about to give y'all the definitive edition of the top 5 graphical games of the generation. This is not up for debate. This is not up for debate. Let's talk about the top 5 graphical games of the generation. This shit right here ain't up for debate. And 5 is going to be hard. But hold up. Easy, right off the bat, easy. We got 1. The first game is Red Dead Redemption 2. For that game to be as massive as it is, open world, that game looks fucking amazing. You know what I'm saying? Red Dead Redemption 2 is definitely up there as number 1 for me. You know what I'm saying? For me. It should be number 1 for you too. It should be. Now, I know some of y'all got ADD, and a game like Red Dead, you couldn't sit still and actually play it because you motherfuckers move around like you got ants in your pants and all that wild shit. But Red Dead Redemption 2, best game this generation. All right? That's number 1. Number 2. Number 2. Oh, man, number 2. We got a bunch of choices for number 2. All right, so, damn, you got Last of Us Part 2. You got God of War. You got The Order 1886. You got Star Wars Battlefront 2. Oh, man. Yo. You know what? Number 1 is number 1. The rest of them can fall where they may. Let's just make it easier like that. The rest of them can fall where they may. So my top 5, number 1 is Red Dead Redemption 2. I definitely will put The Last of Us Part 2 in there. That game looks fucking beautiful. You gotta throw. See, I played the Order 1886 not too long ago, right? And as far as the polygon count, of course, we already know the polygon count for that game is very high. But that joint was blurry, dog. It was fucking blurry. And them goddamn black bars was definitely killing the vibe. You know what I'm saying? And it's like at 1080p, dog. Like, the Order 1886, like, it still looks good because of the high polygon count, but, like, the overall look of it is pretty fucking blurry. Like, it ain't crispy, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, go play the Order 1886 now. You don't know what I'm talking about, dog. Like, the Order 1886, I think, has fallen out of the top 5. I think the Order 1886 has fallen out of the top 5. Now, when it first came out, that joint shot to like number 1. But now in 2020, I don't know, y'all. I think the Order 1886 has fallen out of the top 5. I think it has. Now, we had that motherfucker on PC. Oh, shit, I deleted somebody's comment by accident. What the fuck? Oh, shit. My bad, Rodrigo. I deleted your comment by accident, dog. My bad, Rodrigo. I deleted your comment by accident. That was not on purpose, player. Damn, hit that like button, people. Hit that like button. Hey, shout out to Biz the Kid Game. And he said, imagine that 2 days straight program and no rest. Then here come 8. Hey, 4 pixels of the couch and that one scene is clipping through the wall. Fix it. Fix it! My bad, Rodrigo. I deleted you by accident. That comment. Some of them a bitch. That's an accident. Hold on. I didn't block him, right? It just said I deleted his comment, right? Oh, no, I blocked him. Hold on. Oh, no. Why it ain't let me go back? Oh, man. Hold on. Hold up. I got to unblock him. That was an accident. Son of a bitch. Hold up, people. Hold on. Let me unblock him real quick, man. My bad, man. My bad. Where I gotta go? Where is this shit at? Where is that shit at? Damn, my bad, fam. I think it's right here. Me and the D. Oh, what? I still got some of these old niggas on my fucking list. On my mod list. Still got some ghosts on my fucking mod list. The fuck? Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters! Damn, I gotta find them now. Alright, there you go, right there, man. My bad, doggy. My bad, doggy. Alright, I unblocked Rodrigo, man. I unblocked him. It's all good. It was an accident. Oh, man. Hold on. Is that... What the fuck? I think I missed some fucking super chats, dog. Damn, I just seen these and shit. Yo, shout out to Tony Esquire, man. He said, although I don't always agree with your social and politic views, you do the best at delivering them. Here's $5 from a true supporter since 2016. Shout out to Tony Esquire, man. Then we got Keandre Woods. He said, Samsung HDR 4K 60 frames per second, crystal display. I just want it just to start me off. After that, I'll upgrade to something better. It's only $298. I don't care about $120. $300 TV, dog. You better leave that shit in the store. That joint is garbino. Don't do it. Shout out to Theron Aries. It was an accident. I did not mean to block Rodrigo. It was an accident. Things happen, man. I did it on my phone. It was an accident. I was trying to scroll up in the fucking... Yeah, man. It was an accident, man. He back, though. I unblocked him, man. Everything on point. You dig? Everything on point. But anyway, what the fuck was we talking about? I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Oh, top 5 graphical games, man. Top 5 graphical games. Yeah, I think the order has fallen out of the top 5, people. I think the order has fallen out of the top 5. Rise Son of Rome is definitely a great game. The only reason why that game can still remain in the top 5 is because of the way it looks on PC. Woo! That shit look crazy. But on Xbox, that joint would have fallen out the top 5 also. You know what I'm saying? But all right, so we got Red Dead Redemption 2. I think Last of Us Part 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Star Wars Battlefront 2 is amazing, dog. That one map on multiplayer, when it's like dark, it's nighttime. When it's nighttime and you see all the lasers and shit flying back and forth and all the explosions with HDR, oh my God, that joint is beautiful. Beautiful. Last of Us Part 2, Star Wars Battlefront 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, God of War, and number 5, one more. Top 5 graphical games of this generation. I don't know. Can we really put like Detroit and shit in there? Like, I mean, those are good looking games. You know what I mean? But can we put Detroit in there? I really, like, on some real shit, we might gotta put 2K14 in that joint, dog. We might gotta put 2K14, man. Straight up. Like, let's be real, right? Like, what made your jaw drop more than 2K14 when you first saw that game? Even if you wasn't a basketball gamer, you still was like, wow. Like, what game impressed you more than 2K14 when you first saw that shit on Next Gen? That was crazy, yo. That, like, can we just keep it real? That was crazy. That joint still looked crazy. You go look at that NBA 2K14 Oh My God trailer. You still gonna be like, oh my God. That shit was crazy, dog. I don't know. What y'all got in the top 5, man? What y'all got top 5 graphical games? Gears 5 maybe top 10. It may be top 10 because like Gears 5 looks cool. It just, I don't know, man. It's just something missing. It looks cool, but it just doesn't blow you away like like Last of Us Part 2 or Red Dead or even Star Wars Battlefront. It looks good though. Horizon Zero Dawn. Okay, so I've been playing Horizon Zero Dawn on PC, man, and I gotta keep it real with you, man. Them faces and that lip sync is not the business. The faces and the lip sync is not the business. Now, when it comes to the HDR, like especially at night, that shit looks really good. But if we talking about them faces and that lip sync, that shit is not the business. But it is a good looking game though. Horizon may be one that you can throw in the top 10. It may definitely be one that you can throw in the top 10. Definitely. Uncharted 4. Uncharted 4 was, when we first seen that was another one where we was like, wow. Uncharted 4 can definitely go top 5. Uncharted 4 top 5. Y'all think so? We got Red Dead, we got God of War, we got Star Wars Battlefront 2. You know what I'm saying? We got I done forgot my own fucking picks. Red Dead, Star Wars, The Last of Us. Damn, what else we got? Yo, Killzone Shadowfall looks really good too, dog. Like, play Killzone Shadowfall right now. That game looks beautiful. That game looks beautiful. Days Gone, absolutely not. Days Gone is not top 5. Arkham Knight looks better than Spider-Man. So Spider-Man can definitely not be in the top 5. Spider-Man cannot be top 5. Top 10, but not top 5. Resident Evil 2 looks very good. Resident Evil 2 looks very good. Drive Club looked good too, but Drive Club, that 30 frames. Oh man, that 30 frames. Rise Son of Rome looks really good on PC. Rise Son of Rome looks real good. Until Dawn looks good. Yeah, Batman Arkham Knight. I put up a screenshot of Batman Arkham Knight the other day, dog. Batman Arkham Knight is definitely top 5. Batman Arkham Knight is definitely top 5. I wish Rocksteady go ahead and throw some fucking HDR. Not HDR. Yeah, HDR. I wish Rocksteady go ahead and throw some HDR on that motherfucker, because that motherfucker look good. You know what I mean? That motherfucker look good. They need to throw some HDR on that motherfucker. For real, though. They need to throw some HDR on that motherfucker. We need that on that Batman Arkham Knight. What else y'all got? GT, top 10. GT, top 10. Yeah. GT. Gran Turismo, definitely. Metal Gear Solid 5, I don't know about that one, man. I don't know. It ain't bad looking, but it's really just some fucking dirt and rocks, man. I don't know about that one, folks. I don't know about that one. That shit is a bunch of dirt and rocks, man. Shout out to Roberto. He said graphics definitely go to Red Dead. No game had the same attention to detail. All right. I agree, man. The attention to detail when it comes to Red Dead is just off the fucking charts. It's off the charts, dog. Nah, The Witcher 3. See, this is the thing about The Witcher 3, man. The Witcher 3 is not even top 10, dog. Like, not even on PC. The Witcher 3 is not top 10 graphically, man. Yo, niggas be capping when it comes to The Witcher 3. And I even put up some pictures on Twitter to show that niggas be capping when it comes to The Witcher 3. Witcher 3 is not a top graphical game. In some aspects of the game, it looks really good graphically. But in most of the fucking game, it does not look that good. They got sharp edges, low polygon count on the fucking character models. Like, yo, that joint is not that great of a looking game, dog. It's not. I don't even think Witcher 3 is fucking top 10, dog. Like, for real. It's a very low quality fucking character models. Even the fucking textures on the character models, man, is not really that great, dog. I cannot put Witcher 3 in top 10, man. Definitely not top 5. Ratchet and Clank look good. Ratchet and Clank definitely look good. Ratchet and Clank look good. Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey, Death Stranding look good. Them fucking character models was fucking beautiful. Well, we ain't seen Cyberpunk yet, so we might have. Cyberpunk might creep up there. We'll see. Battlefield 1 looks good. Battlefield 5, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. If Bloodborne was on PC, it would be top 5 easy. Nah, fam. Shadow of War wasn't bad. Devil May Cry looks good. Yeah, what up, Drew? What's going on? Control with ray tracing? Metro Exodus? Not bad. Yeah, Witcher 3 is not the best looking game on PC. Absolutely not. Resident Evil 2 looks really good, but 3 was definitely a step down from 2. Quantum Break, they don't even have reload animations. Can't fuck with that. It ain't a bad looking game, though. Definitely ain't a bad looking game. Yeah, this generation overall, man, it was pretty fucking mid, man. It was pretty mid. Now we got next gen, man. We got next generation that's coming up in, how long we got for next generation? We got, let me see, 2 weeks? About 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks for next generation. Did everybody secure a next generation console? Because we got 2 fucking weeks. And I'm only going to be playing 2 games at launch, really. All I want is Spider-Man and NBA 2K21. I need that next generation jump. I need something that's going to show me that I'm on a PS5. You know what I'm saying? I need that 2K21. And I play offline anyway, so I don't really have a lot of problems with 2K like everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I like to play offline, play a season, shit like that. But I need something to let me know I'm on a PS5, dog. Did everybody secure a next-gen console? Are you going to be on the outside looking in on the 12th? Because if you're going to be on the outside looking in on the 12th, definitely make sure you check out my channel. I'm going to have something for you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to be putting up first impressions and all of that shit, man. You're going to hear the truth, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all tune in for that. Make sure y'all check out AGS Live every Sunday. Make sure y'all check out AGS Live from yesterday, man. It was really good. People was calling in, and they wanted all the smoke. So make sure y'all check out AGS Live from yesterday and hit that fucking like button too. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on this video. Fuck that. Hit the like button. But no, listen. 2 more weeks, people. 2 more weeks. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man Gorilla Madness. PS5 is secure. You know what I'm saying? Definitely got the cop. And I'm only going to have Spider-Man and fucking 2K because I got everything else on PC. Watch Dogs come out in a couple of days. I already got Watch Dogs. I already got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I already got Cyberpunk 2077. All of those games will be played on PC. Only thing being played on PS5 is the games that I can't play elsewhere. So, I'm ready. John the Zero gotta go. Oh man, y'all coming at John like that. But yeah, make sure y'all check that shit out tomorrow, man. Yesterday. Make sure y'all check out yesterday AGS Live. What up, Brad Bowyer? He said, Rayman, y'all don't consider graphics good unless they're aiming for realism. I value creative, artistic creations. 8, you a Picasso hater. Yo, it's whatever, man. It's whatever. It looks pretty. Hey, yo, shout out to Rodrigo4391. Yo, I blocked you by accident. I was on my phone, and my hand hit the button by accident. My hand blocked you by accident. I didn't block you on purpose. It was an accident. I had to unblock you right away. My bad, player. It was an accident. But yeah, y'all got to check out AGS Live from yesterday, man. It was great. But anyway, PS5, November 12th. Xbox Series X, November 10th. Really don't give a fuck about that, but I will be watching the coverage, see what's going on, see what's up. The fanboys should be out. You know what I mean? They should be out in full effect, so that's going to be fun and entertaining. You know what I mean? Definitely going to be out here making these pussies bleed, so that's going to be fun. Shout out to Roberto. He said, will AGS ever come to iTunes or another platform? I don't know. Right now, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. Right now, like, most of y'all don't even use them streaming shit, yo. Like, I be looking at the streaming numbers, and the streaming numbers be low as fuck, almost to the point where it's like a waste of fucking time even uploading that shit to streaming services, dog. Like, if I'm being real with you, that shit is on like fucking 8 different streaming services right now. You know what I'm saying? So, if you can't get down with one of them, then I don't know what to tell you. But them numbers is low as shit on them streaming services. So, it's only a few of y'all that really be giving a fuck about that shit. If I'm being real. Code said the opposite of honest isn't dishonest. Make it make sense. Oh, man. Yeah, my bad, Rodrigo. My bad, dog. It was an accident. But, damn. Yo, 2 more weeks. That's what I'm saying. This is what I've been saying to y'all, right? 2 more weeks. Do it feel like that? Do it feel like 2 more weeks we got the new next-gen consoles? Do it feel like that? It don't really feel like that, dog. Like, it doesn't feel like the next gen is here in 2 weeks. Like, this got to be the most, like, the lowest energy around next gen that I have experienced. Like, it's just no energy, dog. You got motherfuckers out here crying about fucking bullshit. Motherfuckers arguing about UIs. Really? A UI? Really? That's what we arguing about? I don't know, dog. We 2 weeks away, dog, but it doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel like this big fucking gaming gen is about to pop off in 2 weeks. It's like no energy. You know what I'm saying? It's like no excitement. You know what I'm saying? They being stingy with the fucking coverage. Like, we 2 weeks away. Let that shit fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the fuck does the embargo lift on the PS5? You done sent them all out. Motherfuckers doing unboxings of a box. When you gonna let motherfuckers, like, show us, like, everything working and running in full time, in real time and all that? Like, god damn. These motherfuckers on some other shit. Man, I don't think COVID got none of that shit to do, man. We ain't gonna keep blaming COVID. The hype is just low right now, dog. We 2 weeks away, and it don't even feel like it. Hopefully that shit have changed when we actually got them joints in our hands, man. Hopefully that shit will change when we actually have the PS5 and the Xbox Series X in our hands. Because right now, dog, this shit light. For real. Yo, I didn't even realize that Watch Dogs Legions was coming out this Thursday. I didn't even realize that shit till the day when I seen an advertisement that said 3 days away. I was like, holy shit, that shit come out in 3 days? I didn't even realize that shit came out in 3 days. Because the game looked mid as fuck. But I'm going to play it because I ain't got shit else to play right now. Any story-driven games anyway. Shout out to Theron Aries. He said, take me back to 2013, dog. Yo, 2013, man, that shit was hype. I remember, yo, 2013 was hype. You know what I mean? When we was this close to the PS4, yo, the hype was unreal, dog. Niggas was hype. This shit going on now, I don't know what's up. This shit light out here, people. A lot of people are PC gamers now. That's true too, man. You do got a lot of people that's on PC, man. And I think PC can definitely kill your hype for next generation because a lot of things that are exciting when it comes to these consoles is not really exciting to somebody that's been on PC. You know what I mean? We're not really impressed with backwards compatibility. We already got that. We've been had that. We're not excited for SSDs. We already got that. Or fast load times. We already had that. The graphics can't excite us too much because, the graphics can excite you because 2K21 definitely looks good. And, for whatever reason, it's not coming to PC this year. PC got to wait till 2K22 to get the fucking next-gen version. But the frame rate and all that 120 and all that shit motherfuckers excited for, PC gamers can't really get excited for that because we already got that. We already done had it. So, as a PC gamer, it can definitely kill the vibe. But there's a lot of shit to be excited about if you're a console-only gamer, but that don't really seem like any of that shit is in the air. I don't know what's going on. Shout out to Tony Esquire. He said, WWP tried your formula last night, but they were too mentally weak to pull it off. There's no shame in sticking to what you know. Yeah, I definitely heard about that through Blandrew on Twitter and shit. Yeah, motherfuckers even got kicked off and shit. Yo, come to AGS Live, man. You know what I mean? Come to AGS Live. Because on AGS Live, you can call in. You know what I mean? Anybody. AGS Live is for the people. You can call in and you are allowed to have a difference of opinion. You will not get kicked off. Come on over to AGS Live, man. Y'all keep running around with these niggas. They blocking y'all for the dumbest shit. You know what I'm saying? They kicking y'all niggas off podcasts. And y'all still keep running back to these niggas like some fucking battered wives or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Come to AGS Live where you are allowed to be you and you will not be penalized for it. If your opinion don't match with mine, that's okay. If your opinion don't match with Optimus Code, that's okay. Even if you got some smoke for us, that's okay. Come on over to AGS Live, man. Y'all niggas getting blocked over jokes. Y'all niggas getting kicked off a podcast for a difference of opinion. And y'all want to keep running back to these niggas? These niggas ain't shit. Fuck these niggas. Come on over to AGS Live, dog. You can be you. You can say what you want to say. Talk the shit you want to talk, man. Come on over to AGS Live. That's all I got to say. And yes, niggas was biting. This ain't nothing new. I've been trendsetting around this motherfucker. Niggas was biting. All of a sudden, gaming podcasts that all they talk about is games. Now they want to talk about shit outside of games. Sound like AGS to me. Niggas be copying. We already know these niggas is thieves, man. That ain't nothing new. These niggas been stealing my stilo. Come on over to AGS Live, man. You can be yourself, have your own opinion and all that shit, man. You're welcome. Come on over, man. That's all I got to say about that. Come on over. Where Tony at? Shout out to Tony. That nigga blocked. Tony got blocked over some jokes. Damn, Tony. They put my man on a block list. Except fucking Jack Move and Kofi got muted over some jokes. BG muted Kofi and Jack Move over jokes. I thought they was friends. What is going on? How you mute your own friends? That shit funny to me. Yo, imagine muting friends because they got jokes. Wow. Guess niggas ain't really friends like they say they are. I don't know. How the fuck you mute your own friends over some jokes? Damn, your own friends can't play with you? Damn, that's crazy. That nigga muted Jack Move and Kofi, then blocked Tony. God damn. Come on over to AGS Live, man. We are not participating in any type of those activities, man. Come on. Damn, niggas can't even joke around and play no more, man. You getting muted. Them niggas scared to make jokes now and shit. Them niggas scared to death. They ain't trying to get blocked, muted Kofi, muted Jack Move, blocked Tony. Damn, I thought they was all friends. That's wow. Wow. Shout out to Tony Esquire, man, for the super chat. Hard 8 speaking facts. I left a comment and neither him nor Optimus Code cried about it. They just respectfully disagree. AGS is lit. We lit, man. Come on over here, man. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be toxic, that's okay. Doesn't bother me. But yeah, man, crazy. Niggas muting niggas over jokes now? Jesus. Motherfuckers gonna be in there scared to death to talk in a minute. They gonna be sitting there fucking... they gonna be sitting there, they gonna be turning blue trying to hold a joke in. They got a joke, they gonna want to say it, but they know that if they say it, they probably get muted or some shit. They gonna be sitting there turning blue holding that joke in like, I got a joke. I want to say it so bad. Girl all in the background and shit. Go ahead and say the joke. No, I don't want to get muted. Niggas is muting niggas over here for jokes. That shit crazy. I got too many jokes. That's why shit done went left, man. I got too many Damn. These niggas is soft. They are soft. You know what I mean? How Eddie Murphy said it on Life? Soft. Capital T, soft. Damn. Anyway, be nice. Damn. That's funny as hell. Hey, but anyway, I think I done spent enough time with you guys. Don't you think? Yeah, go play some goddamn games. Go play some games. Oh, yeah. So, real quick before I get out of here, you know, for Halloween, I've been watching all horror movies and scary movies and shit like that. You know, Amazon Prime got some interesting movies that you might want to check out. Amazon interesting original, Amazon originals. You got one called The Black Box. It's an Amazon original. It's like a thriller, not really a horror. Got some suspense, thriller type of movie. You might want to check that out. It's an Amazon original. Also, you might want to check out The Lie on Amazon Prime. It's an Amazon original. And that's pretty decent. You know, a lot of twists, mystery, thriller type shit. Not really hardcore horror or anything like that, but it's definitely something you might have checked out. You want to check out, and you've probably already seen it and shit like that. But I watched all the Saw movies. I watched The Thing. With Miss Hard8. She seen The Thing for the first time. She had never seen The Thing, and let's just say watching The Thing with Miss Hard8, the original, not the remake. Watching The Thing with Miss Hard8 was a very enjoyable experience. A very enjoyable experience. Goddamn, she's so goddamn scary. But yeah, it was pretty enjoyable watching a thing with her. Watched Annihilation, which is, goddamn, that movie is so fucking weird, dog. Weird. Watch Wishmaster 2. Wishmaster 2, which was Garbino. That joint was Garbino. We watched The Relic. We're watching a lot of horror movies, man. Got to get into the Halloween spirit. This is definitely one of my favorite times of the year, man. I like watching scary movies and shit, horror movies and shit like that. Gotta be rated R, man. Got to be rated R. Can't do no PG-13, man. Can't do no goddamn PG-13 when it come to horror movies. Yeah, it's an Amazon original called The Lie. Yeah, L-I-E, The Lie, nigga. Stop lying, nigga. Yeah, it's that. I didn't watch Borat. I haven't been watching anything that's not like a horror or a thriller or anything like that. I have not been watching. I still got 4K Blu-rays that I gotta watch, but I haven't been watching them because I just been on, you know, Oktoberfest type of shit. I still got like 300 to watch on 4K Blu-ray. I still got, I just got Wonder Woman. I never seen Wonder Woman. I got that on 4K Blu-ray I gotta watch. I got some shit to watch, but I've been just on like horror movie shit. Nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, crazy. Tony Esquire, I really enjoyed The Visit. I think I seen The Visit. I seen that a couple years ago, though. I think I seen The Visit a couple years ago. I think. Yeah, I never seen any of the Borat movies. They look whack. I don't really look enjoyable to me. I didn't like, the previews don't look enjoyable and none of that shit. I never seen none of those movies. Would I consider doing something like a top 5 draft on random things in AGS Live and doing one gotta go as a part of the entertainment in your show? You know, I'm open to whatever. I'm open to whatever makes the show great. I think AGS Live has been going, I think it's been evolving into a really good show. You know what I'm saying? AGS Live I think I like it much better now than I did when it first started. With just me by myself and having one person call in at a time. I think that format just could not sustain itself. You know what I mean? For me, I felt like that was not going to be able to stand the test of time. I definitely like which way AGS Live is going now as far as the way it's evolving to how it's been the last 2 episodes. So episode 8 and 9, I really like the way episode 8 and 9 has went. I think it's more enjoyable for y'all as the viewer and me as the host. You know what I'm saying? And with my co-host Code. I know some people, very few of y'all, some people even like the way I started doing AGS Live. Small amount of people. I mean small, I probably can count on one hand. But I felt like that way just wouldn't sustain any type of longevity, man. I didn't think it was really that, because it was too focused on the callers. And I didn't want to get stuck in that box. You know what I'm saying? So I like the way it's been going. I like the way it's been going now. And I think I like the way it's been going now where, we got multiple callers at once. It's kind of like musical chairs. You know what I mean? Like every week it's just different people. Like episode 8, episode 9, it's just different people calling in and shit. And I think it gives a fresh take on the podcast genre. Instead of having like the same people every week, just changing it up, man. Just switching it up. You know what I mean? AGS Live is for the people. People call in, give their, opinions. They may want some smoke. I love it. I love the way it's going now. Episode 8 and 9 has been some of my favorite episodes so far. Episode 8 and 9 has been some of my favorites so far in this new direction that AGS Live is evolving into. I think it works for y'all. I think even though, because a lot of y'all don't like change. We know that. You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of people like what they are used to. You know what I mean? You try to do something too different, sometimes people are not receptive to that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people are not receptive to that. And a lot of people still haven't got on board with AGS Live as it is. They just want their traditional podcast. Hey, 5, 6 people, a couple of guests, and that's it. We don't really want nothing else different from that. So with the way that AGS Live is evolving, it's like, hey, you can get that, but it's going to probably be different people every week. You know what I mean? Makes sense? So, and I think it's just better too. I think I enjoy that more myself. Just from the outside looking in, I kind of enjoy that more myself. You know what I mean? So, that's the way I'm rocking. That's the way I'm rocking. And everybody's not gonna be happy about the decisions you make on your channel. And that's just something you got to deal with. At the end of the day, majority rules. You know what I mean? Majority rules. Either get down or lay down, basically. So I think it's cool, man. Well, I mean, what do y'all think? Anything y'all think? Y'all got any constructive criticism for AGS Live? Like I said, I know a lot of y'all don't like change. Y'all like the same shit over and over. But I'm trying to give you that with a little twist. I'm trying to give y'all what y'all are used to and what y'all like with a little twist of it being just different fucking people. You know what I mean? Like it's musical chairs and shit like that. All different types of, attitudes and shit like that and opinions and all of that. So any constructive criticism for the show, let me know. You know what I mean? But I like the way episode 8 and 9, I think, went perfectly. Episode 9 was really good. Episode 9 from yesterday was really good. So make sure y'all check out AGS Live from yesterday. It was pretty fucking good. Shout out to Theron Aries. The episode with the AC blowing was hilarious. Okay, that was a couple episodes ago. That was pretty good. Shout out to Tony Esquire. I'm watching the Friday the 13th Jason and Nightmare on Elm Street films right now. Also, the latest Child's Play was aight to me. Oh, man. That latest Child's Play was garbage. This motherfucker Android player. What the fuck? That joint was garbage. I just missed the troll calls. They come in. I mean, we had some troll calls yesterday. We had a few people calling yesterday that was giving out that smoke and on some troll shit. You know what I mean? It's still there from time to time. We don't want to overdo it. We want to make it. We rather that it pops up when it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I would add a top 5 segment with explanations on things similar to JJ Redick's podcast. It's really entertaining. Okay. Y'all got to give us some ideas. Like when we streaming or when we're doing the podcast, y'all got to come through with the super chat and let us know, hey, top 5 on this subject or something like that. Y'all can remind us. Yeah, new Child's Play is trash. You can control a nigga with an app and all that. Like, nah, man, get out of here. I'm used to just saying your name. Hi, my name is Sean. What's your name? Hi, my name is Chucky, and I'm your friend to the end. Heidi ho. Ha ha ha. I'm used to that, not hitting my fucking phone and all that. I gotta download an app and get that corny ass Child's Play the fuck out of here. I'm good. That joint was garbino. And that's a movie I wanted to be so great. I love Chucky. That's one of my favorite horror movies. Change your batteries, bro. Oh yeah, I know. I gotta start. I don't need to change my battery. I just need to charge my headset. It don't take batteries. It needs to be charged. Yeah, I gotta do that for y'all, man. I like the show. Glad you're changing it up. I'm also someone who likes trying new food, etc. All right. Yeah, man, I just got to give it a chance. I think it's going to work out, man. I think it's going to work out. Fuck with the format. Thank you. Appreciate you. All right, you need to find the timestamp. Oh, no, the timestamp dude this week. We got a timestamp dude, but this week he's like he's in the process of moving, and all of his stuff was packed up like his PC, so he couldn't do it this week. But hopefully the timestamp guy will be back next week. So we do have a timestamp guy. He just couldn't do it this week. Jack made a new video 8 on being muted. Really? I didn't see that. I think the podcast is good. It's only episode 9. It's still maturing. Yes. But you made some good changes with multiple guests because when one guest is lacking, the other guest can fill the void. Yep. Yeah, and like you said, it's that we're still in the beginning stages, so it's still trying to find, its way. But I like the way that it's going. I definitely like the way it's going. I knew it was going to suck. However, the latest Halloween was fantastic. Yeah, the latest Halloween wasn't bad. It was okay. Yeah, they definitely need to put the original Child's Play on 4K. I definitely need that. I need that. That's a physac. I need that. All right, people. I'm about to get up out of here, man. This will conclude the latest episode of AGS Lite, episode 3. We talked about a lot of things today. So, yeah, man. Glad y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Hit your notifications and all of that shit. Hit the bell. Do all that shit you got to do. AGS Live is every Sunday at 4 p.m. EST. AGS Live Lite. It's just some random shit that I do from time to time. So appreciate everybody for coming through. Appreciate all the support and all that good shit. We are approaching next gen really fast. Shit is about to start ramping up. Definitely next week, shit should be ramping up next week. If not this week, for the rest of the days. But yeah, man, hit the like button, man. Hope everybody enjoyed this. But I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here, man. It's your boy Hard8. And I'm gone. Deuces.